Real Talk with Artie and Juan. Thanks for tuning in to Real Talk with Artie and Juan, or Juan and Artie. Depends who's producing the show. Just kidding, Juan. You could produce one if you wanted to. You know, anyway, we're talking about getting older. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling? How's it feel to be getting older now?
It feels kind of. I noticed like my stomach is getting bigger. I look in the mirror. I'm like, who the fuck is that? My face is changing. You know.
It looks the same to me.
Thanks. It's starting to get gray. I'm getting gray. Like I dyed this shit. I'm totally gray, man. 100%.
But that's a more realistic color to dye because, you know, if you try to dye it brown, people are going to call bullshit on that.
Well, I did. I bought this shit at the dollar store, man. It was and I put it in. It was horrible. It looked like a 1980s dye job or a 1970s dye job. It was just like perfectly dyed, and the color was not natural. It was a brown, but it was just horrible. And
you know what's the trick? Because I dye my hair. The trick is you use blonde or light brown.
Yeah, that's
the trick. Because I mean, when I do it, if I do brown, oh yeah, it looks way off. Something's wrong there, you know. But like I get a lot of grays. I would let it grow. I mean, I wouldn't dye it, but they just don't come up even. And I like to have that cool, like Sopranos. Remember that guy from The Sopranos had the grays?
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
that's totally. Name?
Oh man, that guy. If I had that, I'd be made. That's it. I'd be like, yeah, baby. You know.
So you're gray on the sides?
Yeah. But one is way too much than the other. So I don't know if I should get gray dye to match the regular dye. And you know what? I don't know. Fuck it. You know, it is what it is.
I don't even see it. Like, let's get a close up of it real quick. Let's see.
Right here.
You dyed right there on that side? Is it short there? Oh, I see. Cool. It looks like you did a good job, man.
Well, the trick is
maybe you should switch careers, man. And
the trick is the trick is you use light brown, because what it does with the grays, it turns it blonde. So if anything, I have these highlights, and people be like, "Oh wow, do you have natural blonde hair?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I do." Sucker. But getting older, let me see. You know what? I still feel the same. For a while, it was hitting me kind of like I was feeling like, "Oh man, I'm old now." But then I'm like, but I don't feel anything less. You know, mentally and physically, I'm like, oh, I'm still fine. You know?
Yeah.
It's a number right now for now. Because I'm 44. And you're, how old are you? We'll leave it at 46.
Okay. Yeah. 47, 79.
So it's like, I'm okay with it, because I at first I was like bummed out, but then I go, well, wait a minute. Why am I fucking bummed out? I mean, I look pretty great for my age. I mean, shit, I'm still holding up. I'm all right. What the fuck? You know, I think if you hang out with people, it depends who you hang out with. If they're miserable, yeah, you're going to feel like, oh, man, my life's over. I'm over the hill. Yeah. But then I'm like, no, it hit me until I realized, no, I'm holding up pretty well. So it's not an issue right now, you know? But but people-wise, like, you can't go back to hang out with 20-year-olds and, like, 30-year-olds. Well, yeah, 30-year-olds you can still hang with them. But now the 20-year-olds, they're just annoying, unless they're one of those cool 20-year-olds that hung out with older people, or they've been through a life tragedy where their family got killed in front of their eyes. So they become old mentally, and they can't enjoy
That's just getting.
That's a worst case scenario.
You go crazy in that age.
Right? You're like, I can't enjoy life. All right, you can hang out with us. We hate life. You know.
How are your knees and back and shit like that? Are they acting up? How do
Um,
they feel? Have you ever had a problem with that?
my knees, I think they're a little bit fucked. I mean, I can walk, but I
Yeah.
notice when I get on those ellipticals and start stepping down, it's a kink. Like I can feel a little kink there. But I realize, you know what? As long as you keep your weight down and you work on your knees little by little, you start building up that extra muscle you need to
Yeah.
overcompensate. That you naturally have. I don't know. Maybe I should start taking some collagen or some vitamin supplements. Maybe that's what I'm lacking because I think when you get older, you lose abilities to naturally develop these things. So I'll try that other stuff. Taking some extra vitamins. I mean, the world is just vitamins. It's
Yeah.
how we live longer anyway.
Well, my knees haven't been too bad, but I have a TENS. It's like an electrical massager, and like my back sometimes hurts, so I put them on. They're like when you get an AKG type of thing, they stick on and you turn on the light, and it feels like little tiny men or little tiny women are giving you a massage. It's pretty fucking good, man.
But don't you feel like you're gonna get like muscle spasms because you keep putting that on there later on?
I
You're
only
like,
do it when I
oh,
have an issue. I'll treat myself for a week or whatever, how long it
well, you
takes me to.
smoke pot, doesn't that help?
That helps with kind of mental stress, especially what's happening now with, with COVID and all that shit. So um, I don't smoke a lot of it. I only smoke it when I feel like stressed out.
I would get back into it, but I have to get over that paranoid stage where I'm like, oh, I overthink it. I'm like, wait, this is all bullshit. This is just a pot, you know?
You're smoking
I
the wrong
remember,
stuff.
I
That's
think I'm
why.
smoking the wrong stuff. I remember when I used to smoke pot and it would feel like, man, I feel really chill. And then somehow somebody gives me a different type of pot and I'm like, oh, God, I'm overthinking things. Fuck this. I don't want that,
If
you
someone in
know?
the business told me the difference, just so you know, there's sativa and indica.
Uh-huh.
And sativa makes you hyper and paranoid.
I don't want that.
Indica will relax you.
That's the one I want. I
Yeah.
want that one because fuck that hyper shit. It might have been great if I was like doing stand up or acting or something like that where I need my brain to keep, pumping it out there, but no, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
So I need a nice little chill and I could just feel like pretty good. Just
How's
sit around.
how's your dick?
My dick is fine.
Is it still working?
Yeah.
Mine's not working too good. I gotta get a butt scope soon. Have you had a butt scope yet?
You mean prostate exam?
Prostate check with
That's
this
what
camera.
with a camera. I thought they just put their finger up your ass and just
No,
feel
they
all.
put the fucking camera like a foot up your ass. Goes in your
No,
colon and
that
shit.
sounds like something with your colon and the intestines, dude.
Yeah, they do that camera thing. You're supposed to do it when you're of the age,
What's the age?
mid 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. Not looking
Yeah,
forward to
fuck.
that.
It's such a fucking I heard that it
It sucks.
yeah. Yeah.
You're like, bye. You feel molested afterwards.
I don't know if I told you this, but I had to go get a CT scan last week because I had a pain in my side. Um
Why
and
you gotta get that?
and so I was drinking the shit they gave me to drink, and I got allergic reaction to the fucking shit.
Oh, that's where it could show up on the scan.
I
It's probably
got and
like
then they call
illuminates. It's like a
yeah.
fluorescent drink. Yeah.
Yeah, then they came in with the stretcher and shit. 9 people came and took me to the ER.
What?
Yeah, because I was getting super. I had like allergic reaction. They had to give me like something to like make it reverse. So I was like super pissed off. So it was like
They must have
fucking
gave you Benadryl or something. You
yeah.
know.
They like fucking took me down the ER, and that's a place I want to go. During a fucking pandemic. It's like a fucking ER.
ER? No,
Yeah,
ER suck. You get in, but you're waiting there for hours.
I got right in, man. They rolled me right in there. with like
Oh,
9
they
people.
probably thought you were gonna die or choke out.
I think so because my throat was kind of closing up a little bit.
Must have had peanuts or something. Who knows?
I don't
Are you
know.
allergic to peanuts?
It was like this milk shit. It was it tastes
Yeah,
like
I know. I've taken that before.
yeah. It just I'm not very good with dairy, so
When was
maybe
this?
like last week, man.
What?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
You never mentioned that.
I forgot. I try to forget shit like that.
You got over it.
Yeah,
Most life traumatic thing, and you're over there like, oh, it's over. Good night.
basically, man. It's like try to forget shit like that. What else is hurting on your body?
That's it.
That's it.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, I
pretty
don't
good
have it.
too.
I mean, I was gonna buy a bike, but it's like,
What do you mean, a
it's too cold.
motorcycle or a bicycle?
Bicycle, but I was like, fuck that. It's
Why?
too
Just
cold.
buy one. It's gonna. The weather's so fucked up. You know it's gonna be warm in a few
I
days.
got a bike. I have 2 bikes, so but they're not that good.
Well,
You
buy a
know,
good bike. Treat yourself, man. Don't
maybe in the spring I'll buy me a good bike.
get one with a motor on it too, so you don't have to pedal it.
Well, then I might as well just get a motorcycle at
Then you
that
need a
point.
license. If you just get a fucking motor on a bike, then you're good to go. You don't have to need no license and registration and all that shit.
That's
You know?
true.
Yeah, but whatever.
But
Don't listen to me.
I have to attach the motor to the bike, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't. It's probably easy. I've seen people do it, but they look like scumbags. The ones who ride around in those motorized bikes, they look like I don't know.
Well, it's so
Thrifty.
fucking loud because the muffler it's not on there. It's like louder than a fucking
No,
truck.
some are okay. I seen the
Yeah.
some ones with the muffler. It's like sounds like little farts
Yeah.
tooting away. So getting old. All right,
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
yeah.
Hate to cut you off, Juan, but this is the end of the show. Thanks,
Okay.
everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Real Talk with Artie and Juan.